guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Savvy Stoner. Today I have a guest for you. I decided to do something a little different and we are going to interview a budtender together. This is Monty. He works at Bazonzoes in Walled Lake. I wanted to kind of get a different perspective on budtending from other budtenders and things that they like and do in the industry. So we're kind of gonna get started there. Hey Monty.
How's it going, Chris?
Good. So we're just going to kind of jump right in on the questions for you.
Yeah.
What's it like for you working in the cannabis industry? I know it's different for everyone.
For me, it's really fun. I love it. I came from working from a gas station, actually, so not the best job in the world. So, like, when the chance came to do it, I jumped on it. And, yeah, never looked back, so... what attracted me to it? I would probably say just like all the different things you can do with it now, you know, like it's not just smoking flower now, you know, it's smoking, it's dabbing, it's, you know, edibles, it's concentrate, you know, and vaping and all that. So like there's the versatility of it now is just like, I think, and it's always changing, it's always evolving too. So that's always good.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. That's what brought me into the industry too. So I really liked how it was changing and evolving and kind of something that we were seeing with legalization, especially in the States. So, a few other things, I know, but what is your favorite way to smoke? My personal one is bongs. Everyone sees my stuff all the time, but what do you like to do?
Well, for those of you who don't know, I almost exclusively smoke blunts. I used to smoke nicotine blunts a lot back in the day, but now I kind of switched it up to hemp. So I think hemp is a lot smoother than nicotine. You don't get that like nicotine buzz that you get.
I hate that buzz.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that buzz. It gets all over my lips, and I feel like they go numb when I have a nicotine blunt.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. Yeah.
I hate it.
But yeah, and then you don't get a bad cough with hemp blunts. So
yeah,
hemp is the way to go.
Yeah,
so.
It's definitely superior. I've tried all of his, and definitely they have some great burn, and I never cough, and I always cough when I smoke blunts, so that's nice. What is the weirdest thing or way you have ever smoked?
Ooh, well, that's a good question, actually. There was this experimental phase I was going through when I was trying to roll a perfect blunt, and I sort of started doing like all kinds of different things. I had like a twisty blunt, a cross blunt, and then my favorite, a blunt within a blunt. I called it bluntception. Yeah.
Probably real fat, right?
Oh yeah. But yeah, I would leave a little bit of the smaller blunt sticking out, and then I'd light that, and then like it burn into the bigger blunt and light up.
That sounds super cool. Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be probably one of my dream like smokes. I like the interesting blunts and all that kind of stuff, because I used to like try and do that with my joints.
Yeah. Never
worked. I always failed.
I'll have to roll you one.
Every single time. What would you recommend to people that want to join the industry, who are looking to kind of get into maybe being a budtender or a trimmer or, you know, something similar to that?
I would say there's a few things, but the main thing is talking to people, getting your connections. Like if that's honestly how I got into it, is just like, you know, knowing someone who was already working at a dispensary.
Okay,
then,
yeah.
You know, we connected on because we were both in the military, so we connected on that level, and then, you know, I got my in. But yeah, just like talking to people, just staying persistent.
Definitely persistence. That's what helped me. I was just in the smoking industry. I wasn't in bud tending before. I just recently became more bud tending. So
Yeah, and like a lot of people, they just, put in their resume and they expect to just get hired the week after. And it took me 7 months to get in.
Yeah.
Like once I got that experience down, it was kind of easy to get like hired at another dispensary quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But, just know people, be friends with people who are already in the industry.
Talk to people.
Yeah, and get your knowledge up,
Yeah,
That's another thing.
Put your knowledge up. That's what helped me a lot, was knowing what I was talking about, especially because I was smoking it. So I should definitely know what I was talking about. Like, you have to in this kind of world.
Oh, yeah.
Now, a little maybe embarrassing, but we're going to like go into it anyway. What is the weirdest experience that you have ever had with like a customer or someone like in the industry? Not obviously like coworkers or anything like that, but with like a customer.
Oh man. So this has never happened to me before, but this one customer walked in, and I was feeling good that day and being very talkative and making people laugh and stuff, and I said she looked like a famous like person or celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess she thought it was like she thought it was charming or something, because like literally
Who doesn't think you're charming?
Literally a few days later, I get a text message from one of my coworkers saying that some girl left you her number. I put it in your locker, and I'm just like, okay.
Nice.
So yeah, that was probably the weirdest experience I've had budtending.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I feel like everyone kind of like dreams about like their significant other bringing home weed all the time.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
I know
sure that's on the top of a lot of people's fantasy list.
I mean, my boyfriend loves it.
Oh yeah,
Definitely. Oh, yeah. So, now to change it up, now we went real soft. Let's go a little more serious, because I've been doing like the news in cannabis like recently with everything going on. So do you personally believe that like legalization has, especially with it spreading, we've got it in states and countries now, like legalizing the entire country.
Yeah.
Do you think that it has a positive effect on like the stigma we've seen kind of pushed on minority groups related to the smoking of cannabis?
That is a very good question, actually. Do I think it's had a positive effect? I want to say it has started to head that direction, but I don't think it's like positive per se, just because you still have like a lot of drug reform to do, or a lot of specifically marijuana reform to do, because we still have people that have like mandatory minimum sentences for marijuana.
Yeah.
So like the problem goes deeper than just how people feel about like brown skinned people doing weed. It's like it's history. It's a lot of undoing.
Yeah.
A lot of messed up history that we have to do before, like, I feel like it can actually, or we can actually say it's going in a positive, or it has a positive effect,
Yeah.
So.
Well, in one of my videos recently, I spoke about how the government is trying to pass a bill that is going to make it so that banks can now participate in cannabis things. They were going to just put it right into the bill that they're already passing. That's like guaranteed to pass.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have called it out because it isn't helping minority groups get out of like incarceration, or get loans to even start businesses, which we had talked about, how people like, I didn't remember what you had told me about the percentage, but you said something about
4% of minorities are in the marijuana industry as like business owners. That's a very, very low number.
Especially because a lot of the legalization we tried to pass was for these like special help for them to get out of incarceration and get to being business owners and get over this stigma that's still there. So it really sucks to still see that going on.
Hopefully it will change. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll slowly tear away at that.
Yeah.
And then final thing, and just like kind of a lighter note on the very end of things, with all the knowledge that is available, especially to people in the industry like you, me, other budtenders, do you think that we become kind of pot snobs, as you would say, or I would say, in the industry?
I would have to say, yeah. I mean, you know, from you know, personal experience where I started from, I definitely like to drop a little knowledge on people, and it's not even just about showing how much. It's about passing that knowledge on, you know.
That's kind of what I did it
educating
for.
people, because you know, like in the previous question, like there's still a stigma out there, and you know, like I'm trying to, you know, change people's minds, not by, you know, being the loudest in the room, but by educating people who don't know, because there's still people who come in the dispensary who really like don't know, you know, because all they smoked is flower their whole life, or you know they're just now getting into it because, you know, it's legal.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, and another aspect of that is people like criticizing, you know, the guys who are in their basement playing video games and smoking, but it's totally okay for the soccer mom to pop edibles late at night, and they totally don't know that the soccer mom is popping tons of edibles because we discreetly, you know, help them obtain them. And there's more of a stigma behind like the smell and that kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, and a lot of people who come into the dispensary, they don't want that smell of pot.
Yeah.
You know, they want to just you know, be able to go about their day, you know, with the feeling, without all, you know, like everybody looking at them. And I understand that. Like me, it doesn't matter. I don't care if people look at me if I smell like weed or not. But like for some people, it actually is a thing, like where they can't get through their day without, you know, without
they need
that
to
security,
medicate.
you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
I think we all kind of turn into snobs in a way, but it's more in like the way we kind of want everyone to be safe and knowledgeable when they're consuming cannabis, because I think there is that big stigma behind it being so dumb and not helpful when there's so many benefits to it. So
and honestly, it just comes down to whether you're using your snobbery for good or for evil.
Yeah, whether you're being a brat or not, right?
Yeah, so.
But that's all the questions that we have time for today. But I really, really enjoyed having you on. It was absolutely incredible, Monty.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, Chris.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So if you really enjoyed what we were talking about, if you want to see more, go ahead and leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will try to have more guests on if I can. I would totally love it. I think it's going to be a really great experience. So thanks for joining me. Stay
Peace.
stoned.